We need to talk about the worst part of owning a website, customer support. You know the drill. Your site breaks. You open the chat window. First, you talk to a robot for 10 minutes. Then, you get transferred to a human who asks, "Have you tried turning it off and on again?" Then, they copy-paste a link to an article you already read. And finally, they say, "I need to escalate this to a tier 2 technician." Wait 24 hours. It is infuriating. If you want to see what happens when you chat with a company that actually respects your time, click the link in the description right now. That link takes you to Kinsta. I want you to open it, because I am going to tell you about a little test I ran. I decided to mystery shop their support team with a really hard technical question. Open that link, and let me tell you what happened. Open the link. Okay, here is the test. I logged into my Kinsta dashboard, the same one you see on that page. It was 2 a.m. on a Saturday. I opened the chat widget in the bottom right corner. I didn't ask how do I change my password. I asked a hard question. I asked, my site is getting a 500 to bad gateway error only on the checkout page when I use a specific payment gateway. Can you check the error logs? On a normal host, the agent would panic. They would have no idea what error logs are. Here is what happened on Kinsta. Time 0 o'clock. I hit send. Time 0:45. Less than 1 minute later, a human named Alex replied. No bot. No press 1 for sales. Just Alex. And Alex didn't say, "Hello sir. How are you today?" Alex said, "I see the error in your PHP-FPM log. It looks like a timeout issue. Give me a second to check your worker limit." Boom. In under 60 seconds, he was already looking at the server code. He didn't need to escalate it. Why? Because Kinsta doesn't hire level 1 support agents. Every single person you talk to is a WordPress engineer. They hire developers. It is like walking into a hospital and the first person you see is the surgeon, not the receptionist. Alex fixed the issue in 5 minutes, but then he did something even better. He said, "By the way, I noticed your database is a little bloated. I went ahead and ran an optimization command for you while I was in there. Your site should be a bit faster now." He fixed a problem I didn't even know I had. This is why Kinsta costs $35. You aren't paying for the server. You are paying for Alex. You are paying to have a WordPress expert on speed dial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you are a business owner, calculate your hourly rate. If you spend 2 hours arguing with Bluehost support, you have lost money. If Kinsta fixes it in 2 minutes, you have made money. So, go back to that link in the description. Stop settling for bad support. Stop talking to robots. Get a host that hires geniuses. Click the link, start a chat, and experience the difference yourself. I'll see you in the next video.